What's up, folks? Oh my goodness. That is nothing but a good time right there. Trying out some new bumper music. That is bumper music from one of my colleagues I used to work with, one of my former colleagues. And she has got a poppin', happening Twitch channel in the Raleigh region, folks, if you want to check it out. It's Infamous Light. If you guys are into gaming and you are in the Raleigh region or anywhere, really, you can hit her up and join her. It's a lot of fun, I'm telling you. A mess working with her, for sure. And that's her bumper music. She's got the most awesome bumper music. I mean, it really branded well, put together, really good. But anyways, I am constantly on Infamous Light, the home of the Pajama Party, the host of the one and only Pajama Party, at night to get me through the night a lot of times. So check it out if you get a chance. And you don't have to wear pajamas. You can wear pajamas if you like. Or if you're like me, you can just wear nothing at all. I'm sorry. got a little carried away. That's too much information to go with too much coffee. But anyways, getting right to it, folks, the answer to the previous trivia question. Yeah, let's enough of that. Let's get to the trivia question. The answer to the previous trivia question was none other than Mr. Salmon P. Chase. And I think I listed him as Samuel Chase. I think I got it just all wrong on all points. But anywho, when the Civil War began in 1860, let's get right to this. For one of many reasons, it was hoped that it would be short in duration, of course. And one of the chief reasons for this sentiment was because war cost money. It's expensive. As the war went on, the cost of supporting the war effort was simply and very quickly draining the finances of the nation. We were already in trouble anyways when Lincoln took over and the Civil War was getting ready to start. Everybody knew it, right? So beginning in 1861, the Treasury Department was authorized to begin issuing paper currency. Instead of minted coins as a way to help finance the Civil War, this general circulation of paper currency was the first time it had been done since the Revolutionary War. And accordingly, it wasn't without its problems. There was conflict, folks. There was tension. The bankers in the country did not like this idea at all. Paper currency was not directly tied to a gold standard. And they were not happy about it. They were concerned about this new so-called greenback currency as it became known. All right, it's still known. Greenbacks, money. Enter in Mr. Salmon P. Chase, which was the focus of the trivia question. Okay, he resigned from the Senate. He was a senator, and he resigned to become President Abraham Lincoln's Treasury Secretary. In other words, he was appointed to Lincoln's cabinet when he became president. In this new position, he implemented the nation's first income tax. How'd you like to go down in history as that guy responsible for income tax? Wow. And developed the national currency, and despite the controversy surrounding it, he was instrumental without question in putting it into effect. As such, along with other members of Lincoln's cabinet, as well as Lincoln himself, Chase was scheduled to have a photographic portrait of himself completed by a Washington photographer named Henry Olkey. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that wrong, but if I am, please forgive me. This guy was very popular in the D.C. area at the time for taking photographs, for taking pictures. Now, this is significant for a reason. The portrait that was used became the image that would go on to appear on the very first $1 bill in February of 1862 that featured none other than Mr. Salmon P. Chase. And that, of course, was the focus of the trivia question. Remarkably, the same portrait of Chase was put on the $10,000 bill, which was printed between 1918 and 1946, had a limited circulation, the $10,000 bill. The original and famous photograph of Salmon Chase remained in possession of the Olkey's family until it was sold at auction in October of 2013. That's pretty remarkable in and of itself to hold on to an original picture that long and keep it in the same family. But like I said, it was sold at auction in October 2013, at which time it was then purchased by the Treasury Historical Association. It was donated to the Treasury Department later that year, where it remains today. That very actual picture is still in existence in the Treasury Department, hangs proudly. Now, a couple of cool geek factoids about this whole ordeal. Salmon P. Chase, currency, his famous picture, partly to appease the radical Republicans at the time. Lincoln nominated Chase to fill the Supreme Court vacancy that arose following Chief Justice Roger Taney's death. I had no idea that he went on. I had heard of Salmon Chase. I had heard of the $10,000 bill. Did not know until this previous trivia question that he was on the $1 bill, and I certainly didn't know until I started researching this further that he would be appointed the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, where he served from 1864 until his death in 1873. That's the cool thing that gets uncovered when you start researching history, folks. Pretty awesome career in public service Salmon P. Chase had, for sure. The banks, check this out, the banks today in 2023 will still recognize one of the $10,000 bills. So if you take it in there, if you happen to come across one and you take it to the bank, they'll credit your account $10,000 right there on the spot. Now, most are collector's items, and they're not, of course, not in circulation, and they're worth fortunes. They're worth a whole lot more than $10,000 for sure. If you come across one, don't forget your friend Michael in the wee hours, the graveyard shift. All right, folks, it's only Tuesday. We've got a long way to go to get through the end of the week, but we're saying goodbye to February, thank goodness, and hello to March and some spring weather, St. Patrick's Day, drinking some green beer, all that good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to a brand new trivia question for February 28th. Here we go. On this day in 2013, this is recent, so all generations can get this. Pope Benedict the 16th shocks the 1.2 billion member Roman Catholic Church, as well as the rest of the world, by doing this. He was the first pontiff to do so in nearly 600 years. What did this guy do? Here's Johnny Paycheck with the clue about the Pope. I love history. Doesn't get any better than that. Have a good day, folks. Peace out.